Hey, welcome to Nothing But the Truth, guys, motherfucking Chronicles, and I am in the building today doing Sandra Bland. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my platform to behave properly, so I've decided that I'm going to just simply post it here for everyone, and later on down the road, the replay will be uploaded onto the membership site where it will be accessible to members. Hi, Pamela. How are you? I see you've been in here for a while. I think we got life together over here. I give people a few more seconds because I know how notification goes with YouTube. For all intents and purposes, I have already opened up for the sake of time. And today we are doing a reading on the lovely late Miss Sandra Bland. I am going to be doing a bone throw and a full deck tarot reading. Now, I did write little Shorty's birthday down. So she is an Aquarius, which makes her an air sign. Yeah, so you know she was a wild girl. Let me see. We got 4 folks in here. Shout out to all of y'all. Don't forget to like and share. If you are new to the NBT channel, then understand that if you register at www.nbttarot.com as a free member, you will have access to exclusive contents, blogs, forums, the community, all of that good stuff. You can also book your readings at www.nbttarot.com if you are looking just to find out what type of services I provide or more information on my videos. You can hit me up at 917-300-1683, and that's how that goes over here. Okay, so we gonna get to the business. Get these bones done. Alright, so like I was telling y'all before I get started, hi, gather your people. How are you? Alright, let me sit this over here. Alright, so I'm gonna get this bones situation started. You know, I got my trusty old Chinese joint. Yeah, I know I'm up for it. Being that Sandra is an air sign, I'm going to throw her card in the middle. That will help us focus on who we are dealing with. I'm calling on the beloved Egungun for assistance. Eshu, my warriors. You already know. Let's see if I can find little Miss Shorty in here. Yeah, I know I hate this part with all of my soul. They're looking for the card. It drives me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs every single time. Bow. There we go. So here we are working with the Queen of Swords, the air sign. Shorty is a thinker. She's very logical, very strategic, and very aggressive. One who, you know, those air signs like politics, they stand for justice and fairness and balance and la. Aquarius is a little bit extra and bougie, but you know, I live with one, so I already know how that go. Thank you. I appreciate it. You are the bestest ever. Shout out to my sis. If y'all looking for some real spiritual tapping, some info, some enlightenment, y'all might want to, you know, gather your people up. You know, you can find her on the NBT community site. You can check her out all up in the Arisha Forum group. She be kicking it. You already know. So let's get to it. Shout out to the 7 people who are attending. Thank you. Love you much. You are the bestest ever. And let's get to the business. So let's see what Miss Sandra gonna talk to us about for these beloved moms. Lots of energy. That joint went to flying. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, so it's already interesting, and I just threw the bones down, tits. So first off, what's landing directly in the middle is identifying the ego. This is talking about her, um, her physical aspects. So first off, Shorty had a lot going on around her, and y'all already know. I'm going to briefly go over the ego area where we see this fire energy, and we see some instability there. We see a lot of arguing, fighting, conflict. We see a lot of people that she needed to clear away from, and mostly we see this with this male. Okay, that she was in a relationship with. I'm not sure if Miss Bland was married, but this is showing that she was definitely dealing with a male who secretly had a wife. Okay, that's first and foremost. So she's putting that out there. She's identifying that there was a male that she was dealing with who she really needed to stay out of the way of and just stay far away from. But she was emotionally attached to this guy. Okay. And with that, he had this committed relationship or marriage going on in the background. So we're going to start off from the air. I'm sure that if it does not clarify why this is coming up, and there's a bone throw, it will pop up in the reading with the tarot. So let's get to it. So first off, starting in the air signs, okay? What we have here is this bone that represents health. Being that this is landing here in the air signs, this is talking about mental health issues, okay? And it's saying that she was weighed down by these issues, okay, more than people could possibly imagine. Now, it does show that her family, they were aware, but I don't think they were taking it as seriously as they should have. It was more something that was everybody turned away and acted like it didn't exist. It was more a lot of bickering and beefing and conversation, but that conversation and discussion in reference to her mental health issues led to nothing. Led to absolutely nothing as far as I could see, Also, there was times that there was warnings, in reference to her mental health issues, especially when she got in this aggressive or angry energy. She would be seeing red, literally. Point blank, bottom line. She ain't see nothing else but the go button. Simple as that is what that is showing. Now, when we get over here in the fire, we see this coin here, which also represents the physical, but in its entirety, in its wholeness. So when it came to her, creating, when it came to her inventing ways to make money, it's or arts or music or any of those dance crap, any of those creative things. Um, Even with entrepreneurial projects in school and things like that, she was always A1 day one. She was smart as hell, okay? And she was quick as hell. Point blank, bottom line. Shorty was definitely smart. But at the same time, very aggressive about the things that she believed in, very passionate about the things that she believed in. And, if she was on her, girls rock movement, it was 155%. If she was on her Black Lives Matter movement, then that was 155%. Sandra was not one to give 2% of herself. It was always going to be above and beyond, and this is where a lot of her blessings came from. Now, it shows that, even though she had this relationship with this male going on, excuse my dog, and that was unstable. It shows that she still had lots of potential to continue to grow, even though that was happening slowly. A lot of the things that seems to have blocked her was this particular relationship. You understand? Outside of that, this unexpected death, and weirdly enough, but when you see the ancestors' bone sitting here in between the water and the earth, you understand? This was not out of timing, okay? This was exactly what was supposed to happen. This was on her path. This was what was supposed to go down. It wasn't only about her, but it was a lot about bringing awareness to the people on the earth. This was supposed to be one of those eye-opener moments that made people think like, okay, what are we doing? We're at a point where women are out here dying out of nowhere with no, rational reason for it. Okay? So it was supposed to be something that jogged the majority into seeing what was going on. Now, also shows that this choice was made and in place before birth, before she even got here. This was a part of her. Who are you talking to while I'm recording? I don't have anything of yours. Excuse me, folks. I have a very ratchet in my house, unfortunately. Moving right along. So, like I was saying, this was something that was set in the path from the beginning. Point blank, bottom line, period. It was nothing out of place about this situation, even though we don't like how that went down. You understand? But it was definitely about waking up the people and getting us to pay attention to the things that's important. And it did do that. And a lot of people did wake up from that experience. A lot of people did begin to see things differently from that experience. And that really was the kicker or the kickoff of this whole Black Lives Matter movement. It came around the same time. It was like a back-to-back kind of situation over that period of time when Miss Sandra Bland passed away. And I think that was, July 13th of 05. I think that was. So let's look to see what the cards will bring up. Now, when we get into what actually happened that led to her being in somebody's prison cell, we're going to find out, we're going to ask, was you alive? Did you already pass away when that photo was taken? What happened? Did you do that to yourself? Did somebody else do that to you? What was that about? Oops, shit. So, we'll take that. That card flew out the deck, and that was a Seven of Swords. And this is about, some sneaky shenanigans going on behind the backs of everyone. She got crossed. Point blank, bottom line. She was violated. And, when that 7 is coming up, it's like, yo, are these dudes seriously getting away with this? Like, are you kidding me? So, let's see. Gotta make sure I got some space. Alright, so we're going to first elaborate on why this 7 of Swords kicked up out the deck like it did. Alright, let's see. So we got the 3 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Okay, so first off, this is looking crazy. But when you're dealing with the cups, you're dealing with matters of the emotions. You're dealing with relationships. You're dealing with family ties, friends, marriages, children, things of that nature. When you're bringing up the 3 of Cups, this is about celebration. Okay, so what she's pretty much like, check out, these niggas are doing me dirty. Okay, and now they sitting there living in a lap of luxury, and nobody seems to see, where this is coming from. The family is not even getting anywhere as far as this is concerned. They're not even paying attention to the shit no more. Excuse my language, but it makes me mad because if the family has forgotten or slacked up this quickly, what can we do in the community? You know what I mean? Patisse, what is wrong with the screen? Are you not able to see? And somebody saw about they're not able to hear, but the volume is all the way up. Are you guys turning your volume up? Because I'm in front of a whole microphone. I will turn. Are you able to hear better? If you are, hit the 1. Patisse, I don't know why you are not able to see the screen, but I'm recording from my cell phone, and that's why the screen is like that. Moving right along. Okay, so let's continue to see what is going on with this particular situation here. So, I am recording. Are you serious? I can't. I'm recording. I didn't touch it. No, I didn't. Is she serious? Okay. I did not touch anything. That I did not. Are you serious? I'm starting to think you a little retarded. You are, obviously, because I didn't. I have no reason to. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Alright, so let's get to the next row. 9 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 8 of Coins, 8 of Swords. Now, what y'all are experiencing in the background is, I don't know why the screen is moving because I'm looking at the screen and no one else seems to see the screen moving. Like I was saying, what y'all are experiencing is sometimes when you try to get things done, the devil kicks up and acts like an idiot. And that's what I got going on in my house, an idiot. So, let's move on. We got the 9 of Cups. And so she is really leaning on this whole family situation. Now, here we see this Knight of Wands, which represents fire signs. It also could represent somebody that's light-skinned or somebody who's young and very entrepreneurial, very smart, well-rounded individual. And this, as you see, the Knight of Wands is facing the family. Now, what's behind him? 8 of Coins. What's behind that is the 8 of Swords. And what this is discussing is that, listen, there's something going on within the family, especially when it's talking about money and it's talking about somebody trapped in some shape, form, or fashion. So I believe this may be a little bit weirder than we might want to go for. So I'm going to look at this and try to get some further explanation about what is going on here. Okay, so now we have over here this Page of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so what she's talking about is, I don't know, does Sandra have children, y'all? Do y'all know if she had any young children? Because when you come up with this page, you're usually talking about somebody that is very young or somebody who behaves very young, who can possibly be a water sign, being that this is Cup. So that's what? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's also showing this 2 of Cups where there is this strong bond in relationship. Okay, and then we have this 9 of Swords. Let me know that this young person is mentally stressed out, like seriously mentally stressed out from what's going on. So now let me just ask direct, what took place the day when you were pulled over? Why were you pulled over in all truth? Let's find that out first, because I don't really know the whole story, but I know it happened over a pullover. Okay, so here we got this 6 of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Coins and the 3 of Swords. So when we talk about the Queen of Coins, we are talking about the Earth sign. Okay, you're talking about Capricorn, Virgos, and Taurus. Now, when we go back to this 6, we're looking at victory and success. We're also looking at this Wheel of Fortune. Is looking like she came into some money, okay? And there was some sore losses. So I don't know if there was an open lawsuit or if there was a recently closed out lawsuit that she may have won, or if she was in the processes of suing. But what I see here is that there was some victory that brought in some money, put her in a would have put her in a financial situation that, was pretty comfortable, and it may have been some real sore losers. So I'm going to look into this. Was there a lawsuit won or pending to win? Yes, it must have been. So we got the 7 of Wands. So first off, she's letting us know that, she was almost in a position where she was too comfortable. She felt like she was not touchable. Is what I'm seeing here. Now, it does show judgment. It does show reconciliation. It does show the get back. Okay? It's showing that there was a judgment and rule. These people were supposed to stay far away from her. She was supposed to stay far away from these people. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they were definitely moving in their emotions. They were angry, livid, and pissed off and wanted revenge. Okay, and they was going to see her one way or the other, it seems like. So let me get some more details on that. If anybody know if she had a lawsuit or won a lawsuit, let me know later. Or let me know if you see it now. Yeah, this is definitely law. Okay, this is definitely law. So what it's showing here, let me move this over because I need one more card, y'all. Yep. So what it's showing here is that, there was a definite court proceeding. Okay, but she was smart as hell. Okay, and she knew how to maneuver and manipulate around the system the same way they did. And she gave them a whole run for their money. And she left with their money. Okay, so it's just that simple. So let's see so what happened that caused this death? Was this death caused by the arresting officers? Shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. No WIITH. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you. So here you got the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords is reckless. He's wild. He's aggressive. He don't think about nothing that he is doing. He also represents the air signs at times where he is very hurtful. Has a really short temper. So you have the Libras, the Geminis, and Aquariuses under these air signs. Now behind them you have this 8 of Cups. You also have this 10 of Coins, and you also have the Fool. So it's letting us know that we have this male here. Okay, and actually the Knight could represent male or female, but the thing that's interesting about this Knight of Swords being here is that when you're dealing with swords, you're dealing with law, you're dealing with lawyers, you're dealing with judges, you're dealing with police officers, security guards, people in these fields. So it's identifying that, yeah, we're definitely talking about an officer, okay, and he was very angry because whatever happened in this court proceeding, hun, it affected the stability of his household. It affected the stability of his income, of his money. Okay, the money's coming up. It put him in a position where he was going to have to start all over again from scratch. Okay, that's what this is. And also, let's be clear that when we see a court card, it doesn't have to for me, it's always a person, but also they can represent heads of institutions. They can represent actual institutions and the behaviors of those institutions. So I'm going to get some more details on this situation right here, because this is getting a little bit interesting. Let me see. Shit. Right. Makes perfectly good sense. So it's confirming, yes, there was a court proceeding. Yes, it caused financial instability for this individual. This person had been saving and building and working their way up for the longest, for eons, okay? And, he had a whole lot of twisted, sideways shenanigans going on with himself. And he laid those foundations down to get exposed the way he did. And he got exposed. Simple as that. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult. Simple as that. Holmes got exposed. And it ruined everything that he built up and worked towards. Point blank bottom line. So, what happened in the jail cell? Matter of fact, did you pass away before you got to the jail cell? Is the question. Can you make that up? Can you make that up? Can you make that up? You can't make that up, Holmes. So you got the card of death, you got the three of coins, and you have the four swords. So first off, I asked the question of, did you pass away before you got to the jail cell? Bow. You got the card of death. So it's letting you know, okay, that she did pass away before she got to the jail cell. That is one. Two, okay, you have this, how do you explain it? Um, how do you, I'm trying to think of the words. Okay, so the beginning, let's say it this way, the beginning processes of her dying happened before she got to the jail cell. Okay, whatever happened to her by these three, now saying three individuals, okay, it put her, they knew they did some BS to her, okay, and they also knew that something was wrong with her. Okay, so the whole situation started before. Okay, period. Now, was that? Let's ask about the mugshot. Was the mugshot old? I want to know. Was this an old mugshot? Has she ever been arrested prior? You know, was this a Photoshop situation? Okay, so was that an accurate mugshot that was being displayed to the world? I see. Whoa, you can't make that one up either. Okay, so here we got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is straight up and down. Yes, that was an accurate mugshot. Yes, that was taken by, that was taken in the police station, and it was taken by somebody who was either a fire sign, so that's a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, somebody who was either light skin, mixed, or Caucasian. Okay? Point blank, bottom line. Was this image altered in any way? Now that we know that that was the image, that is an image of you, was that image altered in any way? So you got the Six of Swords, you have the Hermit, and you also have the Five of Coins. And so what this is letting you know is that, listen, it was definitely that, okay? And there's people who have, high rank and levels who know this, and they're gonna hide it because guess what? Hey, they will lose everything if it ever gets out, and that's why you got the Five of Coins. If the truth hits the deck, everybody's gonna lose everything. So they gotta make sure that they send that story all the way to the grave. They are gonna sing that song. Okay, so let's see. Will there ever be proper justice in the way that the people would feel content with, in the way that you would be content at this point? Which I think is a good question. So what it's saying is, yes, there is a possibility for there to be justice, for this thing to get exposed, but people have to stand their ground. They can't forget. They have to not let it go. They have to put the energy and the drive on it at all times, and making sure that these folks don't ever forget any of the people who died for no apparent reason by the hands of the so-called protectors of society. Okay? It's just that simple. But yes, it will at some point all come out, the whole truth, and the people who were involved, who did the things that they did, will get exposed one way or the other. Those are the rules. I say, well, that one came out. So we got this Queen of Cups, okay? And this would represent somebody that's probably a little bit older than Miss. Thank you. Um, who may be chunky. She also may be like an olive complexion. She also may be a water sign, so that's a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. Okay, so let's see what she's gonna say about her. This could represent even somebody like mom, grandma, auntie, a mother figure, or somebody who has an emotional attachment to this situation. Okay, so let's see what that's about. Okay, this very well may be like parents, grandparents, or her actual parents. I'm not sure about the status of her actual parents or people that she look up to as parents. But what is shown is that there's this woman who comes up under the water sign who will continue to put pressure on the people who have the ability to work through this situation. There are a lot of people that are still emotionally vested into this situation, especially these two individuals here, the Emperor representing the fire signs. And you also have the Chariot coming up with the Page of Swords. So I believe that this here is her parents who love her and will not be getting off the backs of these systems until they get the type of answers they want and the kind of retribution that they feel that they deserve. Point blank and bottom of the line. It's just that simple. So let me see what else do she want to say about this particular aspect of it all. Let's see. All right, so we have the Knight of Gold, which represents somebody that is, in their 20s, up to their mid 30s. And that person is facing towards the left. Then we have this Queen of Wands, which represents the fire signs of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. This represents somebody who is mixed, light skin, or Caucasian, who is a female. And it's showing that this woman, her back is turned to this Knight of Gold. And she's looking and focused on the future also, okay? At the same time, we see this Lover's card. We see this Star card. And what this is letting me know is, remember when it came up in the bones that she was dealing with someone who had a marriage? Well, it's letting you know that, guess what? The wife don't feel no kind of pain about what happened to her. Actually, she had been wishing this on Shorty from the very rip. Like, I wish she would just drop the fuck dead. So she really wanted, she don't have no feelings about this. I say that fell out. You know what I mean? She really don't. At the same time, yes, did she get what she want, but it did not make her marriage any better or any different. Okay? She's got, if anything, she's gonna be by herself or end up in the same type of situation with the same darn individual. Okay? It's showing a situation where even in that situation, choices still need to be made and not able to. You're stuck. Simple as that. Okay? So, yes, that is confirming that relationship that was going on with the man that had a wife. Okay? Okie dokie. So, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna tread up here through y'all messages. I don't know why you guys were not able to hear me, but hopefully you guys are able to hear me now. Yeah, I don't know. Halim, I no longer do free readings. I do discounted readings for new subscribers or new members who register to my website. I will throw the info back up there for you guys real quick. Yeah, so that's the information. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can hop on the website, register. You can put a question in the message box in reference to the readings, and I will make sure that you get a first time subscribers reading with the first time subscribers discount. Really simple. Or you can just simply text me. Okay? Do you guys have any questions in reference to Miss Sandra Bland? I think she gave a pretty clear cut breakdown of what was going on, and yes, she did confirm that took place. 3 different individuals was involved with that situation, and she died at the jail. But the whole process started before she got there. And yes, that was a picture of her, and yes, the picture was manipulated. So I hope that you guys were able to enjoy this reading, being that I have been gone for a while. I will be leaving this reading up for tonight. Tomorrow it will be going up on Nbttarot.com. You can register as a free member. You will have access to some of the replays as a free member, but in order to get full access, you will need to be a paid member on the website. Yes, I do have the ability to have members on YouTube, but I'm about to disable that feature because I'm trying to move over to my own platform, guys. So, I thank you all for coming to visit me. You know, y'all are the bestest who ever done it. I love all my day ones who, take the time out to continue to support me. And I hope to see you guys over at the community site. Also, y'all can find out about the 5 days of tarot with me by visiting me at www.nbttarot.com. And if you need to ask me any questions about the courses, please feel free to, hit me up on that number up there on the screen. So, until the next time, you have just experienced another one of my celebrity and, important people readings. Let's call it that. Important people readings. And I hope to be back with another one. If you have suggestions for people to read, you can drop those off over at the website too, and I will get on it. Love you. Shout out to all of my day ones. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next one. Deuces. Thank you for hitting up Nothing But the Truth, Skies, Motherfucking Chronicles. Mwah.